Mode at 13, and we're gonna head back down the mountain. My friend is gonna wait for me, and then I'm gonna follow him and show you how he rides, make a video for himself. I'll put it on a CD later and give it to him. Some idiot bumped my mirror. He's just riding casual already, and I'm already having trouble keeping up with him. He's just a fast guy. I try to follow his line, though. Now we've caught up to the rest of the group, so that's going to slow us down a little. Him more than me. Fuck. You know, we were talking, when we were all stopped just now, we were talking about the fact that I used to be the fastest thing around back when I used to ride a 250cc two-stroke. 250cc true stroke bike. If they're legal where you live, go out and fucking buy one. Simple as that. They kick ass. They're agile as hell, and they have acceleration comparable to any other bike up to about 60 miles an hour. 60, 70 miles an hour. So in other words, you know, in the mountains you don't go above those speeds much. You go above the speeds on the highway, and highway riding is boring. So if you want a bike that you can take to the mountains and kick everyone else's ass on, get yourself a 250 two-stroke, an NSR 250 or a Yamaha TZR 250. I don't know if they make that bike anymore, but I'm pretty sure they still make the NSRs. And the funny thing is you get a lot of guys that like buy them and then that's their first bike or something because they think it's a small bike. And later they'll sell it and get something bigger. Oh great. I was happy that we were getting slowed down by others. It's going to be difficult for me to keep up with this guy now. Okay, it's me fucking up again. That corner was just too tight for me. I've also got fairly shitty tires on my bike, so I plan on switching those today. Yeah, this afternoon I'm getting put new tires on. guy knows this road by heart, and I don't. So every time we enter a corner, he's got an idea of what kind of, how sharp the corner is, and I have no clue. When I see a bus, I'm always worried that some car's going to try to pass the bus, so I slow right down there. I didn't fuck up on that corner. I chose to slow down there. I know I'm going to call this video. I think I'll call it More Death Pushes Himself to the Limit and Comes Up Short. Because I'm really trying my hardest. And I find myself giving into the SRs. If you've read Twist of the Wrist 2, you know what SRs are. And I find myself giving into them. I'm like tensing on my arms and I'm... Oh. Woohoo! That was a complete fucking fuck up there. I held the clutch in. And then I let it out in the corner, the rear tire locked up and shook the whole bike. That was my fault for letting the clutch out on a corner, which is a no-no that I'm aware of, but for some reason I did it. I was in too high of a gear and I let the clutch out while turning, lost the rear end. Quickly, I luckily had enough sense to pull the clutch back in quick enough, and I was lucky to regain traction, but that's the closest I've come to crashing on this bike. My adrenaline is enough because I've done these kind of things, you know, a few dozen times in the past. I've been riding for 11 years to get used to that kind of stuff.